Bad things can happen to good people because of poor training and situations that should not have been.
That mother speaking out for the first time tonight as she continues to battle a civil rights lawsuit sparked by the death of her son. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sarah Whaley.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. The lawsuit is against the Wagoner County Sheriffs Office. Now, Jeffrey Kruger was in their custody when he died after a struggle with deputies back in 2019.
Fox 23's crime and safety reporter Abigail Dye joins us live here in studio with this Fox 23 exclusive.
It's been years since Kruger died and years that the family has been fighting for justice in this case. And they say that they won't stop because they don't want to see stories like Kruger's to continue to happen around the country. This body camera you're watching cuts on just as Wagoner County deputies struggle to arrest Jeffrey Kruger during a traffic stop in 2019. Deputies Nick Orr and Caleb Phillips yell for Kruger to turn over. Turn over! As Kruger yells for help. Help! 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 Turn over! Deputies tase Kruger multiple times as they try to get his hands.
Turn over and give us your hands. Okay. How am I supposed to do that, dude?
After almost 5 minutes, deputies handcuff Kruger and backup arrives. Another deputy takes over, crouching on Kruger's back while others shackle his legs. After about 4 minutes in this position, deputies realize Kruger needs help.
He's going out.
And about a minute later, he's loaded onto a stretcher and taken to the hospital, where a medical examiner's report says he died of cardiac dysrhythmias. It also says he had no drugs or alcohol in his system.
Who wants to watch their child being killed?
Kruger's mom, Pam, talked with me from their hometown in Texas.
And if somebody doesn't step up and say this can happen to any person, any nationality, any color, any gender, it won't stop. It just keeps going on.
She sued the sheriff's office when the district attorney didn't press criminal charges in the case like she hoped. DA Jack Thorpe wrote in a letter after reviewing OSBI's investigation back in 2019, the non-deadly force used by deputies upon arrestee Jeffrey Kruger was justified. An opinion that Sheriff Chris Elliott shared at the time.
I didn't see anything in the body cam footage that would give me a pause for alarm that maybe the deputies did something inappropriately.
The letter goes on to say Kruger resisted arrest and physically fought both officers for several minutes. But Pam's attorney, Mark Lyons, sees it differently, saying Kruger had bipolar disorder.
He was scared. He was scared to death. They're supposed to have training on people who have emotional problems or who are mentally ill.
The civil rights lawsuit he filed claims Kruger's arrest was unconstitutional, violating his Fourth Amendment rights, and that the procedures directly caused or contributed to Mr. Kruger's conscious pain, suffering, and wrongful death.
It's very difficult when more incidents like Jeffrey's happen and we see them on the news and in the newspapers, and we see that it's still happening to other people.
Pam is years into this lawsuit and says she won't stop until it's settled.
We felt Jeffrey deserved justice, and we don't want other people to go through this.
Now, like I've said, this lawsuit has been going on for years, and there have been some developments in the past week or so. Coming up at 10, we'll take a closer look into what's happening right now and what's next. In studio covering news that matters, Abigail Dye, Fox 23 News.